Coach Doug Martin following the win over Dixie State. Coach, you just want to recap the win and we'll dive into questions, guys.
Yeah, again, I'm just, like I said before, really proud of our guys. They've really improved since the first game on both sides of the ball, played a lot more physical today, played faster today. They were really tentative in the first game, I think, from the layoff. A long time for not playing. And then, we did a live scrimmage last week, too, on our off day, so I think that helped them. But, it was a great team win today. There's a lot of excitement with our program here right now, so just really pleased, proud of them. Any questions you guys got?
Hi, yes, I'm Stephanie Shields with KTSM. I just, do you feel the team benefited from playing this spring and how?
Yeah, Stephanie, it was huge for us to play this spring because, we missed all last spring and all fall. And not only games, but we didn't practice at all. So we've had over 450 days where we didn't do any football. And if we had not played the games this spring, we would have only gotten 15 days of spring practice. And that wouldn't have been near enough to get us to where we need to be. But because we played the games, we've been able to get, I think it's 35 practices in, 2 scrimmages, and now 2 games. And we're just now getting our guys back in the rhythm of playing and what it feels like to play football again. So it was huge for us. Our administration did a great job of setting this up for us so we could be ready to play in the fall.
Coach Justin Martinez with the Sun News. First of all, good to meet you. Stepping in for Jason here today. Johnson being able to come into this game, got sidelined for a bit in that first quarter, but to come back, play the way that he did, what does that say about him?
Yeah, I love the way Jonah responded. We were going to play Weston no matter what because he needed to get some game experience too, and he played really well when he was in there. Unfortunately, got a foot injury, so we'll get him back soon. But yeah, the way Jonah came back in and responded and took control of the offense and running and throwing, and that's what he's looked like in practices. And I think one of the biggest deals today was we had no turnovers. So from the quarterback position, if you can play like that and not turn the ball over, that's huge. And we haven't been able to do that the last 2 seasons. So that was a great day for both those quarterbacks.
In addition, just to being able to play a game in general, for it to be a late game where you guys have to have that crunch time, just how much is that beneficial for the team?
Couldn't have been any better because it was a great team win. Our defense kept us in it in the first half, played really well when our offense was struggling. And in the second half, our defense was struggling. The offense kept answering scores. And then in the end, both sides closed it out. And that's the type of win that brings the team together. And tonight was a great step for our team. They've kind of got an us against the world mentality now after tonight, and you could feel it in the locker room. I'm just really proud of them. They've come a long way. They've been through a lot. They've handled this COVID thing really well. And the guys we have here right now, they're nothing but winners.
You said after that first game that the team would rebound. Really, it seemed like there wasn't too much doubt in your mind with that. Is that just from seeing them practicing, seeing the effort, just what made you so confident that the team would bounce back?
Yeah, because I know the character of our guys, first of all, and I do get to watch them in practice and how hard they're working. But I don't think people, and I probably underestimated it too, how that layoff really affected our guys. I mean, you're talking, like I said, 440 days, I think it was, we didn't play any football at all. So we haven't, and we still, even this spring, we haven't been able to have in-person meetings with our players. They've all had to be on Zoom, which that's not real productive either. So, and what our guys have done is really amazing. And from where they've come from when we first started to where we are now, it's light years. And we've got a lot of excitement going into the fall.
Any more questions for Coach?
Coach, this is Sam Smith with KOAT up in Albuquerque. Do you feel like you now have a better grasp of what you have now that you've got a chance to get those 2 spring games in with Tarleton and Dixie State?
Well, we know a lot more about ourselves than we would have had we not played, that's for sure. And, the other part is we have about 20 guys that did not play in these games that are going to make a huge difference for us. Some of them are mid-year transfers that NCAA-wise they couldn't play in the game. A couple of them were injuries and things like that. But there was almost 20 guys that, are going to play a lot for us that didn't play in these 2 games. And when you add them to with what we've got here right now, we got a chance to be pretty good.
You sound like you've got a good vibe about this team now that you've gotten to see them in action for 2 weekends.
Well, I know we've made a lot of progress, and I knew the first game we weren't ready. And I knew just physically and mentally our players weren't ready yet because we just hadn't done enough work, enough live work and scrimmaging and all those type of things. But to see the progress they've made from that game to this game, I think is really encouraging, and seeing what they've done in practice. And like I said, last Saturday, we had a live scrimmage against ourselves too. And that was the first time I really start to see them start to get back in the flow of playing like they're capable of. Really physical practices and competing really hard, playing fast, and seemed like the rust was coming off last week. So, we still got a lot of work to do, but really pleased with where we are.
Is there a part of you that wishes you had one more game to get these guys out there on the field and see more improvement?
Yeah, I don't think so right now, just because of the injury risk at this point. We don't want to, just like Weston got a foot hurt tonight, and you don't want to keep pushing it and then not have them ready when they come back here in July and August. So I think this was the perfect amount of games for us. It all worked out really well. We got 35 practices in, so yeah, I think we're in good shape.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Okay, thank you guys.
Any more questions for Coach? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys.